Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another Southern Rounds Live. My name is Dave Kennedy, and I will be your host, and we are coming at you across county lines, across state lines. Don't tell the federales we are on the run. Myself, Mr. Wyatt Durrette, Rob Snyder are all coming at you live from the Floribama down here in Orange Beach, and Miss Erin Enderlin, one of my favorite people, one of my favorite singers, one of my favorite songwriters is coming at you live from Nashville, Tennessee.
Man, I'm jealous. Y'all all over there drinking hurricanes.
That's what I'm saying. Next time you got to come down here with us.
Mm-hmm.
Always welcome, Miss Erin Enderlin. But before we get started with the music, I want to just briefly, for anybody who might be new to Southern Rounds are the brainchild of my friend Wyatt Durrette and Richard Blackstone, the songwriter round that was made popular, made famous in Nashville, Tennessee. They had a vision to bring that on the road, to bring it to your theaters, to bring it to your hometowns, to bring you the stories and behind the songs and the writers behind the songs. Well, we had to kind of pivot on that last year, although we are getting ready to get back out on the road just as we are right now down here in Floribama. But we decided we would bring that to you into your living rooms, into your kitchens, into your bedrooms, wherever you will allow us via the interwebs. And that is where we are coming from you live right now. So without further ado, I would love to once again introduce Miss Erin Enderlin. How are you, my dear?
I'm doing pretty awesome.
Well, that is wonderful to hear. And I'm not even going to do anything other than say I'm pretty sure that as a little birdie told me that you've got a new single out, and I would love it if you just kicked us off tonight with a brand new single that you're getting ready to release into the world.
Man, I would love to. I was carrying around this idea for a while. I saw it on a T-shirt in Kansas at a festival I was playing. Saw a shirt that said, "I'd rather be somebody's shot of whiskey than everybody's cup of tea."
That's what I'm talking about.
That really spoke to me.
As it does.
Yeah, you know, drink metaphors I can understand easily. And I pulled it out. I was writing with my buddy Ben Chapman, who I think y'all have seen play on here before.
He's a veteran.
Excellent. He's awesome. And so we wrote this little tune that's coming out Friday, but you can get a sneak peek of it tomorrow on WSM's afternoon show. It's a blue ribbon morning after a black label night. I got kinda out of hand 'cause I was wound up a little too tight. Oh, but Jesus still loves me, even when I do the devil's ways. I'm just a honky-tonk angel with a little bit of hell to pay. But I'd rather be somebody's shot of whiskey, somebody's rough around the edge. At least I can sleep well tonight, 'cause I stand behind the words I said. You can't make everybody happy, and that's alright by me, as long as my baby loves me all the way from A to Z. 'Cause I'd rather be somebody's shot of whiskey than everybody's cup of tea. All my life I've been told I'm cut from a different cloth, and if I tried to fight it, it'd all come out in the wash. Or if I'm a little left of center, well, I really don't give a damn, 'cause I got old friends I need to take me just the way I am. And I'd rather be somebody's shot of whiskey, somebody's blue flame in the fire. Some are gonna see the rose, and some are gonna see the briar. You can't make everybody happy, and that's alright by me, as long as my baby loves me all the way from A to Z. I'd rather be somebody's shot of whiskey than everybody's cup of tea. Oh, you tea. Yeah, I'd rather be somebody's shot of whiskey than everybody's cup of tea.
I mean, I never really drank tea anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Kent, I see you on the message board.
That's right, y'all. Make sure you're staying involved and send us on the message board. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you're up to today. But that once again was Miss Erin Enderlin. She got a brand new single coming out on Friday. She said you'd get a sneak peek tomorrow on WSM. So make sure you check that out. Somebody shot a whiskey. Well, hell, I guess it's my turn in the round, isn't it? I'm batting number 2 tonight.
Mr. Dave Kennedy, y'all.
That's my name. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a song that I wrote with one of our Southern Rounds brothers. It was, we wrote it during quarantine, one of the first Zoom writes I ever had. And it became probably my favorite song that I wrote over that time. I wrote it with Mr. Levi Lowry, and it goes like this. The apple looked up to the tree. He said, when you gonna let go of me? You've been hanging on for so long now. Ain't it time for me to fall? Ain't it time for me to fall? The tree looked down at the apple green. He said, falling sun ain't all it seems. It's a long way down and the ground is hard. Let me hold you for a while. Let me hold you for a while. 'Cause when the strong wind blows and the rain comes down, it's me that keeps you safe and sound. Plant a little seed there in your heart. You can roll away, but don't roll far. Roll away, but don't roll far. That apple looked up to the tree so high, said I did not know I could not fly. Where am I supposed to go from here? There ain't no place left to fall, no place left to fall. And the tree looked down at the apple red. He said, listen, son, just use your head. The red to grow up tall and strong is right there in your heart, right there in your heart. 'Cause when the strong wind blows and the rain comes down, it's me that keeps you safe and sound. Plant a little seed there in your heart. You can roll away, but don't roll far. Roll away, but don't roll far. Levi's a better guitar player than me. The apple looked down to the tree, said, I ain't ready yet for you to leave. That tree looked up and said, can't you see? You've got branches of your own, branches of your own. And when a strong wind blows and the rain comes down, it's me that keeps you safe and sound. Plant a little seed there in your heart. Lord, you can roll away, but don't roll far. Roll away, but don't roll far. The apple looked up to the tree. He said, when you gonna let go of me?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
That's a song about growing up, I reckon. Maybe growing down. falling down, all of the above?
Both. The circle of life.
That's right, as it were. Mr. Wyatt Durrette, to my left here, ladies and gentlemen, a man who needs no introduction, obviously, to Southern Rounds.
Man, glad to be here. Glad to be here, too. Thank you to Floribama for doing this,
Absolutely.
Davis for doing this, Erin for doing this, Greg in the studio back in Nashville, Mr. Rob Snyder, thank y'all so much. And thank you for playing the songs, too, buddy.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure. What we got coming up?
Well, we at the beach. Let's sing about the beach. I wrote this song. I started writing this song on my 30th birthday in Key West, and the sun was coming up, and I was on the beach, and I could only write about what I was doing. I pretty much only had the mental capacity for that, and called my buddy Zach and was like, "Hey, man, write this down because I'm probably going to forget it." And we wrote it with John Hopkins and Sean Mullins, actually. We finished it with them, but yeah, it's about not wanting to come home from vacation at the end of the day. It's called Toes. I got my toes in the water, ass in the sand. Not a worry in the world, a cold beer in my hand. Life is good today. Life is good today. With a plane touchdown right around 3 o'clock, had the city still on my mind. Bikinis and palm trees danced in my head. I was still in the baggage line. You see concrete and cars are their own prison bars, like this shit I'm living in. But the plane brought me farther. I'm surrounded by water and I'm not going back again. I got my toes in the water, ass in the sand. Not a worry in the world, a cold beer in my hand. Life is good today. Life is good today. Adios and vaya con Dios. I'm leaving GA. If it weren't for tequila and pretty senoritas, I'd have no reason to stay. Adios and vaya con Dios. Yeah, I'm leaving GA. We gonna lay in that hot sun and roll a big fat one, and they'll grab their guitars and play. Well, 4 days flew by like a drunk Friday night as the summer drew to an end. And they can't believe that I just wouldn't leave, as I bid adieu to my friends. You see my bartender, she's from the islands. Her body's been kissed by the sun. And coconut replaces the smell of the bar, but I don't know if it's her or the rum. I got my toes in the water, ass in the sand. Not a worry in the world, a cold beer in my hand. Life is good today. Life is good today. Adios and vaya con Dios. I'm from here now to stay. It's where all them muchachas, they call me Big Papa when I throw pesos their way. Adios and vaya con Dios. I'm from here now to stay. Y'all just do us a favor, don't bring us no Jaeger. They'll grab their guitars and play. Adios and vaya con Dios. I'm going home now to stay. 'Cause señoritas don't care when there's no dinero. I got no money to stay. Adios and vaya con Dios. I'm going home now to stay. We're gonna prop it up here at Floribama for a while and put my ass in the lawn chair, toes on that beach. Something else in the bushwhacker I will meet. Life is good today. Life is good today. I tried to make it up and that sucked. Sorry.
Oh, that's Mr. Wyatt Durrette. As y'all can see, we are down here. We're having a good time. We are really looking forward. We are getting ready to be back on the road doing some of this, bringing Southern Rounds actually in person to you. We're going to have a really good time. I can't wait to do that. And one of the people that we're going to be bringing with us is all the way to my far left, my brother, Mr. Rob Snyder.
Hey.
The godfather of revival.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The consigliere of all good times.
Consigliere. Thank you, Dave. Thanks for, and everybody at the Floribama for making this happen today, because we were traveling from New York City with, I don't recommend, with a sinus infection. So that's why I sound like I have a clothespin on my nose. But I'm just going to blow it out. I think tomorrow will be good. I'm on steroids right now. So, I'm feeling good, have a vodka soda. And I'm happy to be at one of our favorite spots, at a place that's so cool about the Floribama. If you haven't been, if you're watching out there in internet world, is like they really care about the songwriters and they care about the songs. And places like that, I mean, it just means the world to guys like us to come here and play for people that want to hear those songs. So I'm going to play a song that one of my few songs that got on the radio, but I saw a couple people from my hometown up there popping on, so I'm going to send this out to the Hardy family that's out there watching. This was my first song to ever go to radio. She Got the Best of Me. I wrote it with Channing Wilson and Luke Combs.
You may have heard of him before.
He's going places. At 17, you don't think that much about life. You just live it. The kerosene dancing around the fire, but you're in it, so you jump right in. Ain't afraid to fall and you give it all. She got the best of me. She broke my heart, now all that's left of me is beating in Liv's guitar. Every night a different town, she follows me around. So you get what's left of me, get what's left of me. She got the best of me, yeah. Shred it, Dave. I like that. Picked myself up off the floor and found something new worth living for in a old dusty hand-me-down six-string. I learned a couple chords, I'm getting over her. A little more there, a song, see, I'll sing along. She got the best of me. She broke my heart, now all's left of me is beating little Liv's guitar. Every night a different town, she follows me around. So you get what's left of me, get what's left of me, 'cause she got the best of me. Oh, 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 she got the best of me. She broke my heart. Now all that's left of me is beating little Liv's guitar. Every night a different town, she follows me around. So you get what's left of me, get what's left of me, 'cause she got the best of me, yeah. Oh, she got the best of me.
Mr. Rob Snyder with a big old fat country hit there is what I'm talking about.
I feel like I got Rice Krispie treats in my ears when you pour the milk on them.
Snap, crackle, and pop over here.
They're all here. They're all in both ears.
Hey, man, well, they just, if they were in my head, they'd just have to be making room with all the other voices. You know what I mean?
My dad calls that the people.
The people?
Yeah. He'll like speak in a third person and be like, the people are hungry. I'm like, who are the people?
couple more of these bushwhackers, the congregation's going to rise in my head. They're gonna...
Yeah, right.
Oh, my goodness. Sending it back to Nashville, Tennessee, Miss Erin Enderlin. As I understand it, my friend, you are getting ready to go out on tour. Is that correct? Would you tell us a little bit about that?
I am. I get to go out next month with CMT's Next Women in Country Tour, opening for Tanya Tucker. And I'm pumped about it. It was originally scheduled for the year that shall not be named. But it's going to set off next month. August 6th is the first date in Kansas City.
Let's say that one more time. Erin Enderlin, the Next Women in Country Music. And anybody who listens to country music right now knows, in my opinion, that the women are doing all the coolest shit.
Yeah, man.
And we are so grateful to have you here as an ambassador for the women in country music. Not that you have to speak for them all, obviously, but we are certainly grateful to have you
They probably
here.
wouldn't want me to.
Well, you know what? If they don't want you to, then I don't want to know who the hell they're going to get as their spokesperson. And who was that you were going out with? I feel like I've heard that name before. Who was
Little
that?
Tanya Tucker.
Tanya. Oh yeah. Y'all might have heard of her before. She's only country music royalty. So don't sweep that under the rug at all, Miss Enderlin. That
Heck
is
yeah, I'm
fantastic.
so pumped. Man, I love Tanya. And I remember, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago sitting down at Billy Bob's, Texas, watching one of her shows and just thinking how cool it'd be to get to open a show for her. And now I'm going to go out on this tour. So it's definitely.
You wish upon a star.
That's right.
That's fantastic.
She's awesome already, because they were starting the tour off back then. She didn't have a date in Nashville, but she was playing the Ryman, so she let all the opening acts come out and sing Delta Dawn with her.
I saw that video, and that was awesome.
It's pretty
I was so
freaking
proud of
cool.
you. That was great. Well, what have you got now for us? I would love to hear another Erin Enderlin song.
Well, I bet we've got some Leanne Womack fans out there, so I'll do one that she cut of mine a few years ago.
Love to hear it.
But I'm not going to use a pick. I recognized your number. It's burned into my brain. Felt my heart beating faster every time it rained. Some things never change. That's why I didn't answer. I bet you're in a bar listening to a country song, glass of Johnny Walker Red, no one to take you home. They're probably closing down, saying no more alcohol. I bet you're in a bar, 'cause I'm always your last call. I don't need to check that message. I know what it says. Baby, I still love you. Don't mean nothing when there's whiskey on your breath. And that's the only love I get. So if you're calling, I bet you're in a bar listening to a cheating song, glass of Johnny Walker Red, no one to take you home. They're probably closing down, saying no more alcohol. I bet you're in a bar, 'cause I'm always your last just call me crazy, but I think maybe we've had our last call. I bet you're in a bar. It's always the same old song, and that Johnny Walker Red, by now it's almost gone. Well, baby, I won't be there to catch you when you fall. I bet you're in a bar, 'cause I'm always your last call.
Oh, Erin Enderlin. I love that song so much.
Thank you.
We're going to bring this full circle
Such a good
since
song, man.
Mr. Revival himself, Rob Snyder, the first time you and I met was at Revival, as I recall.
Yeah.
And you played that song, and if anybody's been to Nashville for a writers round, oftentimes, what we want as songwriters and performers is for the room to be quiet, for people to hear the stories and hear the songs. What we want and what we get are not always in Congress together, but you played that song on a packed night at the Tin Roof on Demumbrian in Nashville, Tennessee, and when you finished, you could have heard a pin drop in that room. Oh, yeah. And I had chill bumps then, and we met, and we've been friends, and we've written songs ever since, and I just felt like the world needed to hear that little story because I'm such an Erin Enderlin fan, and I'm so grateful to have you here tonight. That is a true
Thank
story.
you.
Great songs raise their hand.
Right?
And Rob and Channing really built a great crowd over there too. It's the cool spot in town.
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. It is my favorite place to go play, and anytime they'll allow it, I'm always grateful to play, as I know that Wyatt is and you are, and
Yeah, man.
and all the cool people are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They all understand. They all get it. If they don't, they can just go somewhere else and play. It's not like you can't find a writers round in Nashville somewhere if you look really hard. That's right.
Demon, bro.
But yeah, I love that song, and you guys go check it out, buy it, download it. Leanne Womack, I'm always your lad. Buy it for sure. Buy it again.
You can just send me $1 on, Venmo.
Let's all convince
about
Erin
10 of
Enderlin to do her version of it and put it out, because I'd rather hear you play it than anybody else. And
I've got a version on Spotify actually. You can go listen on there.
Well, where can I buy it? That's the question. I want to give you my money.
I think it's on
Don't wanna
iTunes.
steal it.
Yeah, I don't want to stream it. I want to buy it. I want you. I want you to know.
I mean, stream it. I didn't mean steal it. I meant stream it.
Oh, me. Who's up next? That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
Mr. Dave
Dave.
Kennedy,
I'll
our gracious host.
That's right. That's right. Always great. Always grateful to be here. This is the best job ever. Like, they were like, "Hey, you want to host this show?" And usually it's in my basement. And so they're like, "Hey, we need you to go on the road." And I'm like, "I don't know." They're like, "Well, send you to the beach." I'm like, "Yeah, that'll work. I probably, as much as I love my basement, sitting out here looking out over the ocean ain't too bad, And that being said, I'm going to play a real sad song.
Speaking of the beach,
Yeah, I wrote this song several years ago. I wrote 2 verses to it, and then I'd forgotten all about it. It just happens. You do this for a living like anything else. You write a ton of songs, and sometimes even ones you love fall through the cracks here and there. And I rediscovered it going through my catalog about a year and a half ago, and I was like, man, that was a really cool idea. I really like that, but it's not quite there. It needed another verse, and it actually needed a middle verse. I'd written the first and third verse, and it needed one in the middle. And so I wrote it, and I like it, and now I'm gonna play it for you. It goes like this. The leaves are falling from their branches. They rustle softly in the breeze, tumble slowly as it dances to the sound of the last bird in the trees. Can you hear my phone not ringing, not echoed through our empty home, with all the love songs we're not singing? That's the sound of you being gone. There's no scattered glass or dishes shattered on our kitchen floor. The sounds of loving have gone missing from behind our bedroom door. Can you hear my phone not ringing, not echoed through our empty home, with all the love songs we're not singing? That's the sound of you being gone. Now the light is turned to darkness in the silence of a silver moon. You know the stars that fall the farthest, they just leave 1,000 years too soon. Can you hear my phone not ringing, not echoed through our empty home, with all the love songs we're not singing? Yeah, that's the sound of you being gone. All them love songs we're not singing. Darling, that's the sound of you being gone.
Man,
That's a love song there.
that's a country damn song.
That's great. I never heard that.
You know, I try
pretty new, right?
to bring something
You're
new.
keeping this relationship spicy.
That's
You're not
right.
showing me all your tricks.
Exactly.
The first 7 years. I get it.
I can't wear the same thing to bed every night, Rob.
Baby.
That's a good one. Man. I like that.
Thanks, man. I always enjoyed that tune. But yeah, I appreciate y'all listening to it.
Great song, dude.
Yeah, it's gone caramel on Oak Creek Drive in Nolensville, Tennessee. That's as far as it's gotten so far. We'll get it there. Speaking of people who have had records go all over the stratosphere, Mr. Wyatt Durrette, my dear friend, best friend a song ever had. What do we got coming up here, buddy? What's been going on? I mean, what have you been up to? Let's not just
Living fast, writing it down, man. Getting to do it again. Getting to do it again. So good to do it again. In every facet, write them, play them, be around friends, play for people, you know. Sweet human connection, you know. It's so good to feel it again, for sure. Guess I'm gonna stay on the love song tip.
Yeah.
This is one I wrote a while back, and the really cool thing about songs, man, like this song started in a square in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I was telling a girl I was seeing like 13, 14 years ago that I couldn't get to where she was because it was snowing, actually. And we had been going through a relationship where we really loved each other, but geography, circumstance, timing, and all those things happened to where it just couldn't work out. And this particular time, you know, I told her I couldn't get to where she was because we had to go someplace else because the weather was bad. And she let me have it. And I walked on the bus and wrote down this chorus and melody, and then wrote the most of the song with Levi Lowry, and Coy Bowles and Zach had a lot to do with it as well. And the cool thing about music and like a painting on the wall or anything like that, we all take. If you ask any of them what this song means to them, their answer is probably different. And the cool thing about songs and art is we take what we need from it as an artist and a consumer of it, you know. And for me, this song's about impossible love, but it's called Cold Weather. She tread Colorado if he'd take her with him. Closes the door before the winter lets the cold in. Wonders if her love is strong enough to make him stay. She's answered by the taillights shining through the window pane. She said, I won't see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're a rambling man. You ain't never gonna change. You got a gypsy soul to blame, and you were born for leaving. Born for leaving. At a truck stop diner just outside of Lincoln. The night is black as the coffee he was drinking. And in the waitress' house he sees the same old light is shining. And he thinks of Colorado and that girl he left behind him. He said, I won't see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're a rambling man. You ain't never gonna change. You got a gypsy soul blaming you were born for leaving. Born for leaving. When we wrote this song, we had 3 verses, and it was too long for radio. Basically, the song's got to live around 3 minutes. To be a single, quote unquote, I guess. And they asked us to cut a verse for it to be a single, and we quickly did so. And this was the verse. I think it's only because it was the 3rd verse. I don't think it had anything to do with it being the best verse. It's probably one of my favorites, but this is it. In the rear view, he could see a fire glowing. His hesitation came and went without her knowing. And through the windshield in the distance, he could see the snow was falling, and wondered if his calling was worth one more goodbye. He said, I won't see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're a rambling man. You ain't never gonna change. You got a gypsy soul blaming you were born for leaving. Born for leaving.
I never thought that song needed a bridge anyway. Way to go, guitar player. That's what happens when you have amateurs over here playing guitar for you. But y'all can go listen to that song anytime you want. Sorry about that, dude. I just totally missed it.
That's
happens.
all good, man.
That's the
The
beauty.
Dave Kennedy remix.
Exactly. That's the beauty, and sometimes the ugliness of live music, y'all. So that's the way it goes.
Man, I appreciate that. And this guy's been learning these songs on the fly too, man. Like,
it's all
shit ain't easy at all. I really appreciate it, man.
Oh, my
A lot.
pleasure, man. I love playing them. Hell yeah. Rob Snyder over here. Rob Snyder's the one who set up those of us who are coming down here to write some songs. We got our friend Mr. Erin Enderlin coming down. My goal in life is to get Erin Enderlin on Southern Rounds. To get Erin Enderlin to do anything that he's not ready to do is a difficult task, but we're going to get him on here at some point in time. We say that with love, but Rob,
Oh yeah.
tell us what's been going on, man.
Man,
You've been everywhere.
So I just literally I just went in the studio and started working on my second full length album. I was only going to do a little EP, and we did 10 songs in 2 days. So I'm like, album 2.
Yeah.
Here we go. And
Where can we find album 1? Just in
album
case?
1 is on.
All the good-looking bartenders are busy.
Thank you, sir.
There's Mr. Steve Powers over here with the Floribama
Thank you,
Radio,
Steve.
helping us out with the cocktail hour over here.
So yeah, you can find my first album is on Spotify and Apple Music and all those iTunes, all that stuff. And it was just something I wanted to do for a while, and I did it. And now I'm doing the second one, and I'm enjoying getting out and playing songs again. And speaking of Aaron Ratier, I'm going to do one of the songs I wrote with him. This will be on my next one. It's called Lucky Man.
Yeah, man.
And if you're just tuning in, remember that I have a sinus infection. That's why I sound like this.
I say he has a sinus infection and he still sounds this good. That's the way that I like to look at it.
In spite of.
But I'm an optimist.
Yeah, this one goes out to my baby and my baby mama, my wife, Nikki, at home.
Nicky.
The Naked Pool Blues. Is that my song on the radio? Is that my baby on the way? My, it's crazy how this life goes by so fast. Oh, I couldn't tell you how the hell that I got here. Is this my house? Who's in these pictures? Is that my car there in the drive? Who's this beauty sitting right here next to me? Hard to believe this is my life. And what are the odds that we don't wind up where we are? Who's to blame? Is it the moon or is it the stars? It's out of my control. All I know is I'm a lucky man, yeah. A lucky man, oh yeah. 3 a.m. my eyes are closing. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So many roads and broken highways, mistakes that I made have led me here, laying next to you, girl. And what are the odds that we don't wind up where we are? Who's to blame? Is it the moon or is it the stars? It's out of my control. All I know is I'm a lucky man, yeah. A lucky man, yeah. When that warm wind lays a blanket on that ridge, When my time here finally comes down to an end, they'll all be talking. I'm gonna leave them talking, 'cause I'm a lucky man, yeah. A lucky man, yeah. Oh, I'm a lucky man, yeah. I'm a lucky man, yeah. And that's a true story.
Mr. Rob Snyder there. Definitely
Yeah,
a true story.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Oh, bud, I love it. I love that song, man.
Yeah.
Only heard
So
it
good.
recently, but I love that tune. Speaking of tunes that we love, back up north of where we're sitting right now.
Double E.
I don't think I heard your dog mentioned in there, though, Rob.
That's right.
He's in other songs.
His name's Lucky.
He's kind of in the doghouse right now. I mean,
Uh-oh.
he's a little jealous of the baby lately.
Oh, well.
I mean, he's been a sweet, big boy, and now we got a big girl. So
Yeah.
he kind of took a back seat to little Amelia. But
Sometimes it's tough to
Just
become a big
have
brother.
have another baby. That cures all of it.
we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait a little bit. Wait a little bit.
No pressure, though.
Right?
Yep.
Now it's out there.
We're facing north, I believe, right now. So we're looking right at you. We're looking right to you, Erin Enderlin, to find out what wonderful things you have in store for us coming up now.
Excellent. Well, I'll play a song. I'm sorry I can't read all your comments. I guess I should have worn my glasses. The computer's just far enough away. But I do see some folks chatting, and I'm glad that you're here and watching.
Everything they're saying is, I wish the Three Stooges over there would shut up and just let Erin play the whole time.
That's absurd.
That's all
Shut
I'm
your
hearing.
mouth,
That's what I
Dave.
say. Larry, Moe, and Curly need to be quiet so we can hear Erin Enderlin play more songs.
Not true, but I do love the Three Stooges.
That's why we love you.
There's nothing like some good old-fashioned physical comedy.
1,000%. Nothing like a good old-fashioned Erin Enderlin song either.
Well, I wrote this one with Leslie Satcher. Like dark whiskey cuts through eyes, like a train whistle cuts right through a Delta night, like a hot Texas wind cuts through a back door screen. Baby, you cut through me. Like wild roses take old graveyards back, like the levees in New Orleans gave when the water came on fast. The way eyes of blue pierce right through an old black and white memory. Baby, you cut through me. And if I had an iron will, an armor forged in Detroit steel, I would not have what it take to fight off the way this feels. If I was made of solid stone, I wouldn't be that way for long. 'Cause baby, you cut through me. Oh baby, you cut through me. Well, here I am at your mercy again. no chance at all, like a candle in the wind. Why try to hide this weakness like it's something you can't see? Baby, you cut through me. And if I had an iron will, an armor forged in Detroit steel, I would not have what it takes to fight off the way this feels. If I was made of solid stone, I wouldn't be that way for long. 'Cause baby, you cut through me. Oh baby, you cut through me. Like dark whiskey cuts through ice, like a train whistle cuts right through a delta night.
Yeah.
Bad to the bone, Aaron. Awesome.
We took a vote, and Erin Enderlin's just playing the rest of the show.
You win.
You win. You always do. Oh, man, I love you. I love hearing your voice. Love hearing your songs. I'm such a
Thank
fan.
you.
I'm so grateful to be your friend.
Well, right back at you.
That's all I have to say about that. Just like
I was
Forrest Gump.
pumped when I heard I was playing with you guys tonight because I know that I love just sitting back and listening to y'all play.
That's songwriter code for I know y'all sit down there and act a fool and get drunk, and I can sound really good. That's what.
Oh,
that-
shut up. It isn't, because I'm not very good at lines. So if I didn't love what you do, I would just not mention it.
Well, we certainly love. We just wouldn't talk about it. I'll say this. Now, I know that you're speaking the truth because I've seen you playing rounds where you weren't into it and you're just kind of like waiting on your turn to play and like, all right, when can I get the hell out of here? And you're done. I've seen that. So what I'm saying is play poker with Erin Enderlin any chance you have the
Oh,
opportunity.
yes, I'll lose it all.
Well, we love having you here as always. And once again, Erin's going to be out on tour with Tanya Tucker, so y'all make sure you check that out. Go and make sure you're checking out her new single that's coming out in 2 days or on WSM tomorrow when she'll be performing it. And that makes it my turn again, which means I've got to figure out something to play. I've played this song a couple of times on here. I wrote it years ago, but it has meant a whole lot to me. And every time I'm able to get out back in front of people playing, it just reminds me that, like, the sun's coming up again. I hope it will continue to come up. I hope that we continue to look out for one another and continue to be good brothers and sisters to each other. This is a song that I wrote years ago. I was playing in a band called Kelsey's Woods out of Knoxville, Tennessee. And it was a great, that little band meant so much to me, and I still play several shows with them a year anytime I have the opportunity. They're my best pals. But that band basically just let me bring shit to the table. We would play live, and literally we would be on stage playing, and I'd say, hey, I wrote this one 2 days ago. It's in A. It goes like this, and we'd just play it. And we'd fall in line and figure out how it was supposed to go live on the spot in front of people in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. That's the beauty of playing for tourists. You know, they don't know any better, so... This is a song called When the Morning Comes Around, and we're going to hope it keeps coming back around again. I'm gonna wake up when the morning comes around, comb my hair and wipe my eyes, kiss your lips again before I leave this town, and try not to taste a bad goodbye. Stomp on my boots again when the morning comes around, turn the key and start my truck, turn that pedal and them windows down before these wheels and I get stuck. I could say I'm sorry, tell you how hard I tried, but all that would leave you, darling, is one more lie. Clear my head again when the morning comes around. Roll my last cigarette. Turn that bottle up and let your memory drown. Wondering why I don't miss you yet. And I could say I'm sorry and tell you how hard I tried, but all that would leave you, darling, is one more lie. Sun's gonna come up when the morning comes around, with colors painted across the sky. I know one day I have to stop my running round just to lay my head down and die. I could say I'm sorry, tell you how hard I tried, Lord, but all that would leave you, darling, is one more lie. Yeah. That's a little song, a little old song there.
David Kennedy.
We'll give a shot. Appreciate
Good
y'all
stuff,
listening
brother.
to it. And that's
Gonna
all I have
be
to say
hearing
about
a lot more from this guy out there. I promise you that.
it. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna make sure we got some stuff out to you, whether you like it or not. All that said, we really do hope that you like it, and we hope that you enjoy the show, and we appreciate everybody. Once again, we need to give another shout out to Davis, and to Brandon, and to Steve, and to everybody here at the Floribama who have helped us out. Y'all, I called them 2 days ago saying that we needed to live stream here, and if you all could see the setup that they provided for us here on 2 days' notice, just because they care, and they care about music, and they care about songs, and they care about songwriters, and that's the reason we keep coming down here. Same reason we keep playing these songs and providing this stuff for you guys is because we love people who love songs, and we just so appreciate folks who are advocates for what we do. We appreciate Graham and everybody in the studio with Erin. We appreciate Preetham and Nina and Richard and everybody behind the scenes. Thank you guys so much. And that said, to the man who started Southern Rounds in the very beginning, Mr. Wyatt Durrette, what are we playing? As if I don't already know.
Yeah, I guess you have to, right? So speaking to what you just said, man, like that's a lot of why we started Southern Rounds was, a lot of us four and a lot of our friends, like we write hundreds of songs a year. And if you're lucky, 1% get cut, and then lightning strikes and you might get a single and stuff like that. And so it can be a little thankless, and it's not in the way. It's not thankless because I don't want to say that, because it's incredibly rewarding to do what we do and write songs and do what you love with who you love, and feel like you know why you're here a little bit. That's really important. But a lot of times the songs just don't get heard, and artists don't get heard because it's such a, I don't know, you live in rare air sometimes with it all. And so one thing I did with Levi, I've been writing with him, Levi Lowry, for like 15, 20 years, and we started a band called Yesterday's Wine because it was just a handful of songs that we wanted the world to hear at the end of the day, you know? And that's why we started Southern Rounds as well, because the songs deserve to be heard and artists deserve to be heard in some capacity. And the world wants to at the end of the day, in my opinion, you know? But this is one of those songs. It's called Seven Oceans. I wrote it with an amazing songwriter that left us way too soon, about 4 or 5 years ago. Busby was his name, and he died of that shitty-ass C word. And he was an amazing guy, man, an amazing guy first, and an amazing writer, producer, all that stuff. And he was one of those guys that brought the good and great out of you, whether it be on a personal level or just musically. And I'm really proud of this song. I was out in L.A. and the world wasn't treating my wife and I really well, not between each other, but the world against us kind of thing. And she was on her way home, and I was in the hotel room, and I was writing with Busby the next day for the first time. And I just wanted her to know that no matter what happened, it was all going to be okay kind of thing. And Busby pulled something pretty freaking cool out that day from me, and it's called Seven Oceans. Another night alone in a cold hotel bed, my mind replaying the last words you said. All I can hear is the last words you said. They cut like a razor, right to the bone. You said I can't do this all on my own. You're right, there's no way I can do this alone. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe you are too. But I'd walk the desert, swim the 7 oceans if it led me to you. Don't worry about tomorrow, I know we'll make it through. 'Cause I'd walk the desert, swim the 7 oceans if it led me to you. And I know it ain't easy to just play along. Please find it inside of your heart to hold on. Find it inside of your heart to stay strong. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe you are too. But I'd walk the desert, swim the 7 oceans if it led me to you. Don't worry about tomorrow, I know we'll make it through. 'Cause I'd walk the desert, swim the 7 oceans if it led me to you. Pick up them pieces wherever they fall. No matter the battle, I'm here for a mile. Yeah, bring on them battles, I'm here for a mile. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe you are too. But I'd walk the desert, swim the 7 oceans if it led me to you. Don't worry about tomorrow, I know we'll make it through. 'Cause I'd walk the desert, swim the 7 oceans if it led me to you. Yeah, I'd walk the desert, swim the 7 oceans if it led me to you. I swear I'd walk the desert, swim the 7 oceans if it led me to you. Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, Wyatt Durrette. Man, I love that song. Comes on in the car and I crank it.
It is awesome.
Up as loud as I possibly can, and I sing along. I have made up at least 7 harmonies of that song, 7 Oceans, right there. Just driving along. I've become a better singer because of that very song right there.
And I've worn out, especially since that came out. I wore out that whole
The whole record, man.
Is it how many songs do you have on it? It was like
7.
I think there was 7 on
But
there.
you did it like one at a time, right?
2 at a time.
2 at a time.
Yeah.
Man, they're all great. Can't wait till you guys put out some more stuff. It's
Appreciate
awesome.
it, man. Thank you very much.
Only Wyatt Durrette and Levi Lowry can put out an album of 7 songs, 2 at a time. Do that math.
Yeah. I mean, that is impressive.
Oh, that's right. I guess that came out wrong, didn't it?
Oh, it's good.
We make up our own shit, man.
Oh, hey, buddy, when it comes down to it, we print the legend around here, you know? When the truth is boring, we print the legend. Speaking of legends,
Oh.
Rob Snyder,
Oh, yeah. I'm
a
gonna,
legend in the making, a legend already here.
I'm about to be the legend of shrimp after this round. I'll tell you that.
Come on.
Steamed shrimp. Wyatt and I were talking earlier about just being in your happy place, and he lives back in Isle of Palms, and I talk. My happy place is going back to home Westchester, PA, but like more specifically New Jersey. And one time when I was there, I just had this title hit me, and I was in Long Beach Island, where there's not many rivers at all, but I had this title, Even the River Runs Out of This Town. And I ended up holding on to it for like, I don't know, it was like 4, 5, 6 months. And then I was writing with Will Hogue and Jonathan Singleton, and I was like, this is either going to go really awesome or terrible. Just like, they're kind of like different viewed people and stuff like that. And, but they both respect each other musically, obviously. And I brought that title up, and they both just looked at me. And Will ended up putting it out. And I recorded it too the other day, so I'm going to put it out too. But Will has it out right now on his last album, and it's called "Even the River Runs Out of This Town." So I'm gonna try to do it here.
Yeah, you are.
Hope the skies are beautiful and blue. Wherever it is you find yourself tonight. Hope the miles help you find your smile. It's been gone a while, and if I told the truth, you can't blame a heart for getting broken. Can change the color of the blues, the railroad track and the highway. I guess it's your turn now. Even the river runs out of this town. A part of me hate to see you're leaving, but the bigger part's believing it's what you had to do. You can't burn bright in a town this dark. Can't hit your wishes to a one-horse star, and I can't blame you for that. You can't blame a heart for getting broken. Can't change the color of the blues, the railroad track and the highway. I guess it's your turn now. Even the river runs out of this town. You can't blame a heart for getting broken. Can change the color of the blues, the railroad track and a highway. I guess it's your turn now. Even the river runs out of this town. And I love you so much I ain't asking you to stick around. Even the river runs out of this town.
love that song, man. It's so
That's a hell of
good.
a song.
That's Rob Snyder there, y'all. Like he said, I know Will Hogue put that out, but make sure that you catch it whenever Rob's version comes out. I'm going to force him to let me sing harmonies on all of his songs, whether he likes it or not.
Hell yeah. There you
I
have
love
it.
it, man.
Dave Kennedy's going to be on it.
I'll always turn it around back around me.
Yeah.
Just a pig over
He's
here.
like, and that is my favorite Rob Snyder song.
The one that I sing on, that's always my favorite.
That's the best track. I love it.
Oh my goodness, folks, we are getting close to being out of time here right now. I don't even think we have time for one more round. I'm gonna call an audible as host right here.
Audible.
We have time for 2 more songs, and I don't know about you guys. I'd like to hear 2 Erin Enderlin songs to finish the whole thing out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna put you on the spot.
2. Y'all just want to drink more, I know. It's
I
fine.
mean, pretty much. Aaron knows exactly what my strategy
He's
is
like,
here.
pretty much.
I don't blame you. Those shrimp sound real good.
Oh, yeah. I'll send you.
We're bringing Aaron down here. Next
Perfect.
time.
Please send me pictures.
We're bringing Aaron down here next time for sure.
Oh, yes.
But no, folks, we appreciate everybody listening. We'll sign off here in a little bit, but I can't think of a better way to finish this round out than with a back-to-back helping of our dear friend Ms. Erin Enderlin.
Yeah, who is a total and complete badass songwriter,
Yeah.
like all things aside. And she has new single coming out. And she's got new music coming out. She's going on tour. So if you guys don't know her yet, like follow her, support what she does because she is phenomenal. And Erin, I'm like for everybody else here, we're just happy to know you, and we are all fans of you, and we love what you do, and we're all rooting for you.
I'll send you a check later.
10-4.
No, thank y'all. And I mean, I love what all of y'all do, and just really appreciate you having me here tonight.
Anytime.
Feels good to be playing music for folks.
You're welcome anytime, girl.
The door is always open.
Sounds like a song title.
Door is always open, just walk on through.
Sounds like a 4-way right there.
All right. Let's get sad.
Come on.
It's one of my favorite places to be.
Break my heart.
Let's get sad half a key up.
Cool.
Breakfast table, 2 fingers whiskey. I've never felt this empty in the middle of the day. Sign in the front yard says it's all for sale. And if I'm not in hell, I'm headed that way. Well, everything reminds me of the one thing that's missing from your cup in the kitchen. These bills I can't pay. Friends say it gets better, and I know they mean well. But if I'm not in hell, I'm headed that way. And it's drowning and lonely and burns with regret, but it ain't full of fire like that preacher man said. No, it's cold and empty as your side of the bed. it's drowning and lonely and burns with regret. But it ain't full of fire like that preacher man said. No, it's cold and empty as your side of the bed. Well, I told God I'd be lost without you, so it can't be surprised I'm feeling this way. If it's part of this plan, well, it's hard to tell. 'Cause if I'm not in hell, I'm headed that way. If I'm not in hell, I'm headed that way.
Well, folks, that's the whole reason I made the decision to let Erin finish this off with another song, because she plays a waltz that has a line like "cold and empty as your side of the bed" that I just kind of wanted to throw my guitar out the window with, because that's freaking amazing. You're so good, man.
Thank you.
So, I mean, that being said, just do our jobs for us and play us one more, and we'll get out of here.
One more.
Bring it home, girl.
I mean, you can play 6 more as far as I'm concerned. We may cut the stream off.
One
but
more.
I'll sit here and listen as long as you want to play, honey. I love it.
All right. I'll leave you with something. Oh, just a little bit of tempo. No. Well, I grew up thinking that life was long. 40 years later feels like I was wrong. But I've learned some things with passing time, like how I want to spend the rest of mine living for today, not worried about tomorrow, a little more grateful, a little less sorrow. It'll be alright to just be okay. I'm not worried about tomorrow, I'm living for today. I want to feed my soul like I know I should, get lost in a book or walk in the woods. I work hard to make ends meet, but if sometimes I'm a little short, well, I won't lose sleep, 'cause I'm living for today. I'm thinking about tomorrow, a little more grateful, a little less sorrow. It'll be alright, just be okay. I'm not worried about tomorrow, I'm living for today. I'm living for today, letting go of the past. And when you you see it that way, well, that's a half full glass. It'll be alright, just be okay. I'm not worried about tomorrow, I'm living for today. Not worried about tomorrow, I'm living for today.
Well, since you said you can't read the chat from here, I'll just say it's full of everybody being like, yeah, Dave, that was the absolute right decision. Let Erin just take us home, and I stand by all of that. Thank you guys, everybody who tuned in tonight. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again to another Southern Rounds. Thank you to Nina and Preetham and Richard and everybody behind the scenes on our end, to Graham and Greg and everybody at the studio in Nashville. A special thanks to Davis Nix and Brandon Parnell and Steve Powers and everybody here down at the Floribama who have been so accommodating and so helpful in us bringing the show down here. We are so grateful to you guys, and we look forward to doing more of that. Make sure you're checking out Erin Enderlin's new single coming out on Friday. Make sure you check her out on tour with Tanya Tucker. For myself, for Wyatt Durrette, for Rob Snyder, we'll be down here at the Floribama. If you find yourself in South Florida or the far west end of the Florida Panhandle, come and see us over the next couple of nights. For the incomparable Miss Erin Enderlin, thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time here on Southern Rounds.
Thank y'all so much for having me.
Yeah, man. And for the host with the most, Mr. Dave Kennedy.
Yeah, Dave.
That's me. No, thank you guys very much.